What's up, YouTube? I want to talk to you guys real briefly about something that's been on my mind and something that I get asked about a lot. And it's what I think of people who choose to use steroids in order to optimize their performance and their physique. I personally do not care unless you, A, compete in a drug-tested federation, and B, if you blatantly lie about it to your audience. I personally compete in the USAPL. It is a drug-free organization. It's not fair that you take drugs in order to beat the competition when there are plenty of other federations that do not do any sort of drug testing. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool because it has the most exposure, but have some integrity. Go to the USPA, go to the SPF. They don't do drug testing. Secondly, I mean, if you look like Hulk Hogan times 5 and you lie about it to your audience, that's not right, that's not cool. I know it should be an expectation, especially in the world of bodybuilding, but still, you shouldn't lie about it. But I understand that being upfront with drug use will often lead to losses of sponsorships and legal trouble. So I do get it, but at the same time, you shouldn't claim natural if you clearly aren't. That's that's the point I'm really getting at. The next question I get a lot is, will I choose to take performance-enhancing drugs? My answer is no. I want to have children in my future. I want to have, there's no such thing as going through life unscathed, but I want my health to be as optimal as possible, and I don't want to add anything to my body that may throw that at risk. Let me get this out of the way. Steroids, like anything else, can be abused, and at a normal dose, for the most part, they are healthy, but I still just don't want to take that risk with my body. And third, I am prone to anxiety. Apparently testosterone can make those symptoms worse, and I don't want to do that to myself. It's not a fun experience to live through. So those are my few reasons why I wouldn't take performance-enhancing drugs. Now, what do I feel about people who are, or potentially fake natties in YouTube fitness and Instagram fitness, whatever? It's the name of the game. It's the nature of the beast. It sucks to hear, but your favorite fitness personality is probably on something. Because when your livelihood depends on how you look in the mirror, you're going to do anything in your power to optimize how you look. And it is, a shitty thing to say, but your favorite YouTuber is probably on some sort of SARM or PED. That doesn't make them any worse of a person. They're doing what they have to in order to make a living. It's hard to, live out here in fitness. There's always competition. There's always someone who's going to be better than you. And this is why I encourage people to not focus so much on looks. I encourage people instead to focus on their performance and how strong they can get. Because you're going to be really disappointed when the body you look up to is something that you just cannot reach without pharmaceutical assistance. Like, it's going to be a heartbreaker, especially if you're younger. But you have to realize that that is the nature of a beast. At the same time, though, it's hard to watch fitness when you can tell that some people are on something. It's hard to tell what's real and what's fake, and I choose to believe that if someone claims that they are natural and compete in natural bodybuilding, that they are natural. I don't want to go through life being all cynical and believing that everyone who says they're natural and are not are lying to my face. Does that make me naive? Probably, but I'm a happier person because of it. I don't hold any resentment to people who may be fake natural or may be natural but just look better than me. I assume that if they say natural, they've worked hard. And as a side note, if you take steroids, you're still working hard. You don't just magically gain muscle overnight, but that's a whole other conversation. But, these people, they work hard, and it's very possible to have some very freakish genetic outliers. And even people who have been training for 5, 10 plus years and end up looking good and don't open their mouths until, they decide. They listen to the voices from other people and say, hey, you'd be really good on social media. So why don't you start this channel? That happens a lot with people. People don't just show up overnight. A real life example would be Gary Vaynerchuk. He didn't start opening his mouth on YouTube until he was making well over hundreds of millions of dollars. But people will say he's an overnight sensation, but that's just not how it works. Same thing with fitness. A lot of people, they'll train for a long time and then decide to share what they have. That's how I chose to do things. I mean, I Instagram my workouts, but that was just for fun. But now I take YouTubing rather seriously, and I've been training now for almost a decade. I'm 23. I started in a weight room when I was a 14-year-old freshman playing football. There are stories like that out there, and those people tend to be really strong. So just take what you hear at face value. It's okay to be skeptical, but it's not okay to be hateful. Because you won't be happy. You're going to end up just being bitter and cynical through all aspects of your life. So in closing, if you claim natural, cool. I believe you. Why not? If you're not natural, don't compete with other people who choose to stay natural. That's not cool. That's not right. And third, do not mislead your audience, because that isn't cool. That's not right. You know, have some honor, have some integrity. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little rant of mine. If you like my videos, please like them, please share them, and please subscribe to my channel. I've reached over 300 followers, which is 300 more than I thought I'd ever get. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all that choose to watch my videos and choose to support me. Take it easy, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with a recap of today's lifting and a little bit of coaching involved. Hopefully I can get some videos of other people lifting and I can break it down. Or I can get my coach, Patrick, to get on the camera and explain why I do certain things and why he programs certain things. Anyway, y'all, take it easy, have a great night, and may the gains be with you.